When I sat down in Cloud9 the second time, it was kind of like the first time where I didn't have definitive plans to come back, but I also didn't have definitive plans to stop playing. I just kind of needed a break. And yeah, I just kind of see where life takes me. So the P1 thing wasn't really expected. My first reaction when P1 approached me was I just said no thanks, because I've gotten a lot of offers in the past when I'm not playing from different LCS organizations. And yeah, you know, the P1 offers started kind of like the other ones where I wasn't too interested, but they kept asking. Jack was like, hey, I think you should try it. It seems like a good idea. So yeah, I ended up going for it. I think that on C9, it was just kind of a stressful environment for me. It seemed like, I don't know, I just wasn't having as much fun as I used to on the team, and like tension can get pretty high sometimes. So it just felt like it wasn't the best thing for my mental health, and I just feel happier like when I'm not playing, I guess. I don't actually know the P1 scrim environment is like exactly, because I didn't really scrim with P1 from their gaming house. I've never even seen the P1 gaming house. So I would say that my time on P1, I felt a lot less invested in it, where with Cloud9, you know, I kind of took it upon myself to try to figure out how the game's played at the highest level, figure out what every person's supposed to be doing. If someone wasn't doing their job, I'd kind of like get on them about it, that sort of thing. But on P1, it was almost the exact opposite. You know, I was like, I've had so many arguments from being in teams about, you know, champion picks, about what we're doing. I did not have the patience to deal with that, so I didn't. I just said, all right, you know, like whatever you guys want to do, that's cool. The only thing I remember asking is I was like, just don't give me terrible team comps, dude. Like, give me an even damage mix of magic and physical and enough CC that we can actually kill people. That's all I ever said to the team as far as what I needed from them. And yeah, it was super relaxed for me. I didn't even do much VOD review between games. I just kind of like chilled, walked my dog, took a shower, that kind of stuff. So overall, really relaxed environment for me, and I liked it. I didn't think I'd played a pro level when I first came back. And I don't think I did. My mechanics weren't as good as they were if I was probably playing, but it felt like my game knowledge was still pretty good, and it just seemed like the whole situation it was a weird situation, but it worked out for both me and P1, because I guess it was like pieces of puzzle that just fit together. You know, we both like weren't perfect, but the fit was good. No, I didn't really know about any of the drama on P1. When I was first approached to join the team, it was brought up kind of like, oh, hey, Anori's got some visa things, so he just literally can't play and we need an emergency sub. So that's kind of what I heard when I first joined, and what I went into it thinking was going to happen. It seemed like once I got there, it wasn't really the case that he couldn't play, and more like there's maybe some internal team stuff going on. I didn't really ask though, because I didn't really want to get too involved with it. I basically just told him, if you need me to play, I'll play, but I don't want to be too involved. Like I just want to play games.
Ended up giving Phoenix One the match win there. So, you know, like we said, this last minute synergy could be coming in for Phoenix One, and they may be able to take a win over our first place team.
I wasn't nervous to play against Cloud9 just because it seemed like such a ridiculous situation to me that, you know, the Monday of that week, I was waking up at like 6 p.m. every day. And then that weekend I was expected to play an LCS against Cloud9, who was undefeated before that weekend. So there wasn't really any expectation that I would do well. You know, let's take this guy who hadn't been playing League and put him against this team that hasn't lost yet. So I think it was like super surprising that we won that game. And I don't even know if the results that I got made a lot of sense. Like going into it, I wouldn't have expected it to go that well.
It was a rough road where they started off 0-9 in the first half, but now they're looking at, if they could take down Cloud9, they will be tied for third place after the first round robin.
And it's got to feel good to be able to come together in somewhat of an emergency sub-week, filling in the spot for Nori, and be able to do this to Cloud9. He's waiting for Ryu. Ryu's just off to the side. He's going to start hovering up now. May have attacked a little early. Ryu's going to have to start over the wall. And here he comes to end it. Meteos says, that last fight wasn't how it should have gone. Undertow hits, and there could be another chain coming in from Ryu to lock him down. Cooldowns there, distortion forward through the minions. Doesn't allow for the CC, but the auto follow-up does get the kill. 2 for 1, as you do mention. In just about the same amount of time we saw Sneaky's last game.
There's the ulti.
He's rolling through. You can see they're flying behind. Here comes Arrow. It's going to be Jensen now going down immediately as Thunderlords strikes him. And now they're on to Sneaky. They're going to have to slalom through a few minions, but Smoothie is next if they even need to. The minion wave is just behind them. P1 just flexing their muscles as they get inside the base here.
Oh, why are they sticking around?
Contracts tries to fight this one. That's the exhaust out distortion forward on Contracts. They are pulling the trigger. And one more next turn.
6 TP in.
Yep.
Went back for home guard, went to get full HP. They're trying to take down the #1 team.
It's going to be a lockdown. Smoothie misses. He goes for the focus onto Zig. Nexus first down. There's nothing that Cloud9's going to be able to do from top to second. An 0-2 week for C9 and P1 comes up with the victory over Cloud9.
I'd like to give a big shout out to the P1 org because I didn't know a whole lot about it before I joined, but they actually ran things really well. They made my time there extremely comfortable. There was always people accessible if I needed anything. It seemed like everyone was working really hard to accommodate me. So for that, I'm really grateful. So big thank you to them. And to the fans, thanks for supporting me. I'm sure there are some fans that have followed me from Cloud9 over to P1. But anyway, whether a new fan or old fan, thank you for the support as always. And that's about it, I guess.